Hey, I'm for Fallout 76 and I'm a Riot. And you can subscribe for $12.99 a month. We'll be right back after this. Hey everybody, welcome to Nerd Talk. It's Friday night. Start the clock there, Rob. Hit start, man. Let's go. Let's count this down. We've got 90 minutes to make you guys happy. And, dude, is this the Purge?
Put that back on.
Count on Team Leader.
Put it back on.
Team Leader. I don't know. I was some guy, Fallout guy from Fallout 76, so I'm going to put mine right there. But anyway, hey, so welcome. It's Friday night, and so we're going to start the show off really quick. I literally put all of our links in our chat or in the comments so people can go see what we're talking about, other than the fact that we're getting ready to talk about this. So I am over at an event. I was filming I think it was Saturday. Was it Saturday?
Yes.
Yeah, we were filming Saturday at the Oldsmar, the Oktoberfest. And I get this text, and it's from Reagan Weiss. And I'm like, hey, bud, what's up? He goes, and it's a video. Hey, the winter is, and I know it's late and blah, 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 but the winter is, and it couldn't be more fitting. And I'm sitting there going, what is this? And it came through as a text. He goes, John Gaston won the Superman jacket from Melted. So hence the Melted. I don't wear hats anymore that much, but so I brought it, right? So this is the jacket. Pretty damn cool, I have to say.
That's a badass jacket.
It's a motorcycle jacket. So now I told Mama Tech, guess what I need? A motorcycle. And
She
guess
said,
what she said?
Hell no.
Hell no. But I would be wearing it all the time, but it's not that cold in the studio today, which is kind of weird, because normally I have it ice cold and freezing in here, but we almost didn't have a show tonight, boys.
Yeah, I know.
So here's a picture of me. If you go over there, so there's the night I wanted. I went over. We weren't going to go over there because I didn't think I could make it in time. So, we showed up, and Mike, that's the owner from Autoways, he owns Melted, and he owns the ice cream shop, right? So, I went in, and I'm like, oh, is Mike here? And the girl's like, no, he's not here, blah, blah, blah. I think I got a couple other pictures, too. And so it's like, okay, well, I'll come back tomorrow, and I'll pick it up. And then she calls him. And she said, no, Mike's on his way. So there's Mike. And it's a brand new, he took over. There was a candy store or something in there.
Yeah, I think the other half had candy and
so he took that over and turned it. And last night for dinner, we tried his product. Oh my God!
What is it?
Oh, it's all sandwiches, but they're pressed and melted cheese. It's like it's like grilled cheese. I had the bacon BLT.
Yeah.
Oh my God, dude. That was just, it was so good. What did you have?
The big cheddar, roast beef, and cheddar cheese.
And then Dylan had the Angry Pig, and that's got like roast beef, pork. It's just all kind of
jelly.
meat. And and like a little raspberry. Oh yeah, it's good, dude. It's like it's a blueberry jelly, right? Blueberry.
I think so.
I think it's blueberry jelly. And my wife, and then Cage had a Cuban.
They got the best Cubans.
My brother-in-law, who's down from Connecticut, which literally when I leave here today, I have to drive to Orlando. So he's down. He had the cheesy pastrami. No, the cheddar pastrami. And then my wife had the, what did I get her? Oh, the Philly cheesesteak. And then we had all of those sides of potato salad. Dude, so good. So with Mike, we're going to do a pop-up stream there. So we're just going to show up one day, and we're going to go in there, and we'll have to do on the weekends when you can. And we'll go. We're going to set the little micro rig up, and we're going to stream there. And there's their Facebook page. I don't have a website, but there's. And I'm going to tell you something, guys. If you're hungry, they might be open for another hour.
I think 7 they close. 7
or 8, something like that. I don't know on the weekends it's different, but oh my God, so good, so good.
That's fantastic. So you went to a good restaurant this weekend. I went to a fantastic restaurant in California.
Yeah, you had a trip.
PCH, I had the best burger. So it's a burger with everything on it, and you've got 2 onion rings, and then there's special sauce on top. Dude, came out like this big. You squish it down. I ate that whole thing. My uncle got this savory, like barbecued pulled pork chips, but they homemade chips.
Yeah,
homemade.
I love homemade.
Homemade chips, right? I like homemade chips. So, yeah, fantastic food. The beer was all on tap, all craft beer. I know you're not a big fan of craft beer, but it was so delicious.
I'm a fan. This is how I'm a fan. I'm a fan because people are not doing mainstream. Look. And we know, actually we did an event at one of the largest Budweiser distributors in the state of Florida, and Mr. Pepin's an awesome dude, and that's really good stuff. But ultimately, I like these young entrepreneurs that are getting their own things going now. So I've seen a lot of them fail, but I've also seen a lot of them just kick it out of the park, and oh my God, so good. So, and how is everything out in Cali?
It was fantastic. It was a great visit. I got to visit with my family and everything, and I got to see my aunt. It is what it is, so she's got it under control. I mean, the doctors, they're doing what they can. She's mentally good,
That's good.
Spiritually good. So.
And that's all that matters.
Yeah.
So let's delve into our content. So we also went to Mad Dragon Studios, but we're going to save that till the last.
Nice.
That was really cool up in Zephyr Hills. And then we got to go eat at Coney Island up there. They have a Coney Island drive-in. They have one, Zephyr Hills, Brooksville, and Weeki Wachee. I've only been introduced to these guys for the last, about a month and a half ago. We all went to shoot some stuff with Mark Muncy. And so we went to the drive-in that's in Brooksville, which is where Elvis went to eat. I think they are the big one. And the other ones are little satellites, but we ate at the one in Zephyr Hills, and I'm telling you what, they're slaw dogs. All I have is one suggestion, but they don't have to do it because they don't have to change anything for me. But I would like to have a deep fried hot dog, and then the coleslaw. Oh my God, yeah, so good. But anyway, so let's dive right into this. So AMC is going to host a 27-hour Star Wars marathon leading up to the rise of Skywalker. Now, if you are a true fan and you have the time, if I had the time, I would do this in a heartbeat.
27 hours in the theater?
You would fall asleep through some of them.
Probably, but I would still say, okay, so here's what happened when they came out with The Force Awakens. My old Nerd Talk crew, we literally went to the studio and we started on Friday night, right? We went Friday night, Saturday day, we watched all of them, got caught up, and then Sunday we went to see the actual Force Awakens. I'm okay with doing that again here, but that's just me. If you guys want to come and do a watch party here, I know I'm not an AMC, but I got a couple big TVs and I got a couple projectors, and we'll just put these all over the place and feed them, and away we go. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, but anyway, we're trying to find where they're going to do it. I'm not sure. It's going to be at a certain, it'll start December. What did they said? It was 27 hours and 21 minutes of pureness. So we're going to find out where they're going to be, just so we can start talking about.
Are they going to have like designated bathroom breaks?
Probably.
Like, hey,
they have to. And if you get those, some of those AMCs get those nice comfy chairs and they lean right back. Oh,
yeah, those are the pricey ones.
For the popcorn, just put all the popcorn in a big garbage bag.
Yeah, and everybody
pass it up and down the row.
So I did. It's kind of funny. Here's talking about theaters. Not that I'm not, I'm not an AMC fan. I love AMC, but I also am a Regal guy. So there is a little. My mom, we're going to talk about this next week. This little privately owned theater on Del Mabry, and it is really, really cool. And I've talked to the guys about having watch parties and stuff there for us, and or gaming watch parties. They can do anything that'll feed their system. So that's kind of cool.
It's a private theater?
Yeah.
Nice.
And they've got like 6 or 7 theaters. and their seats are like super comfy, like the whole, whole. Some of them have themes, like you walk in, it's like a cityscape, and then some you have like you're in a back alley where where the stoops are not but the back stoops, where you can sit up top. I'm waiting for the old two old guys in the Muppets to come out and they start talking. And there's a couple that look like that. It's kind of neat, it really is kind of neat. And I'm wearing my Star Wars periodic table.
You came prepared, huh?
I came prepared. So yeah, I think this is going to be good. We'll let you guys know where, when, where, and how. And if there's none local, I'm thinking about potentially doing something here at the studio itself, which I think would be kind of cool.
That'd be fun.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I don't want to seem like I'm in a hurry, but I do know we have a ton of stuff to talk about tonight. So now let's jump over to Diablo 4. I think this was you, wasn't it?
No,
he posted that.
Wow.
He got to it before I did.
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, like last week, he did stuff that he was. I won't talk about this. I was like, yeah, me and Brad are already there. We've already done it. So I think if we can get Rob back there in the back to pull the website up so we can actually see it. I got a picture of it, but so this is called Wowhead, and that's where they're talking about this. And do you think BlizzCon's not going to happen?
So there's some heavy speculation behind that. There's already been a confirmation of them canceling the Q&A.
Oh, they did?
So on their Chinese site, if you go there and then you can read Chinese, it's actually stated that they're not having a Q&A.
Oh.
And if you look at
They
the
don't want
event,
somebody to say the wrong thing at the wrong time.
yeah, the event planner too. It's actually laid out because usually they release an event planner of like, hey, this is what time Overwatch is. This is what time World of Warcraft is. Usually there's a Q&A time segment set out. That's not on there.
Okay.
But they've also said that this year is going to be the best BlizzCon yet, and everybody's excited who's on the developer team. They're saying that if there was any year you could go to BlizzCon, it'd be this year.
Right.
Which I totally support. The content creators, like all the developers, maybe not the company itself, but the developers who have put their hard work into it. Like, okay, I'm willing to see what you got. So I'm kind of excited to see if it even pulls off and see how many people show up as Winnie the Pooh, see how many people show up with gas masks. It's going to be interesting
You
to see.
mean like that?
Yeah, basically. So, you're not going to live stream
I'm
it,
going
are
to
you?
watch.
You're going to stream it?
If they let me. I'm not sure they would let me. Would they let me? I don't know if you can do a restream of a restream.
I think you could do a Twitch party and stream it, can't you?
I'm not sure.
Or is it like a private event? Like you buy a ticket and it has like...
Do you have to buy a ticket, or is it? I thought you had to buy.
There's an online ticket you could buy for $50.
Yeah. Same price
lot
as
of money,
actually
though.
going
Reach
there.
out to them and you reach out to them, say, hey, can we stream this to our people? We'll pay the $50.
No.
Then they're like, no, I want them to pay.
They'll be like, no.
No, because
like-
they're going to want those people
Yeah.
paying.
They'll be like,
They're
how
not
many
gonna want
viewers do you have? We'll be like, oh,
You just answered your own question, man.
then we're good. Yeah, so I don't know.
what I mean?
Diablo
The other
4,
mean?
they released... somehow it got released in an art book, right? That's what you read?
Yeah.
Got released in a
In
German
Germany.
art book saying that, Diablo 4, what, characters or... What was it, like a map?
Yeah. I don't remember exactly now.
Why don't you remember?
I got to pull the article.
That was your content.
Yeah, that was your article. Yeah, man, you're supposed to talk about this stuff. You're the man that wanted to talk about it. Talk about it.
But if Diablo 4 is coming out, it's going to be really good.
Is it?
I'm hoping.
Well, that's not talking about
That's
it.
not talking about it.
I'm looking for the article. Leave me alone.
I'm right here. It's right here. I got it in front of me.
I don't have it in front of me.
But it's off of a thing called Wowhead.
So Wowhead's pretty reliable. Usually the people who submit their content to Wowhead are people who have gone through all of they're almost like hidden notes, like they go through and they find all the hidden stuff, like the hidden images and all of these
Right.
posts, or the patch notes. So they'll go through the patch notes and they'll debunk all of the hidden code and stuff like that. There's not really code, but they can depict, hey, why is this in the patch notes? And then they'll release it on the Wowhead, and they'll see the pictures, and they'll put 2 and 2 together. They're pretty smart people.
Right.
So usually, Wowhead's pretty good. There's a few people I follow online on YouTube that talk about the lore of World of Warcraft, like all the stuff that should be happening, the stuff that is happening. I'm not a player right now. The new expansion that they're going to announce, I know they are. The new expansion could possibly bring me back for a couple months. But I wish they would release it with a 30-day subscription. They don't. It's $40 usually, sometimes more. And then you have to resub.
No,
Really?
$15.
Yeah. It's like you would think with that kind of money thrown at an expansion for a person who's been away from the game for so long,
Right.
that they would give them 30 days of free play, right? Like, how would you ever want? How much more would you want your consumers to like be entangled in the game? Hey, I got 30 days, but we all know where their allegiances lie.
Yep. China.
Therefore, yeah, and everybody else out there in the gaming industry. So
Some people are pulling away from the NBA now because of all this.
China's got its hands in everything.
Of course they do.
For people to say like, well, you got to stop eating bread.
My address is 10730 US 19.
Oh
Send me
my
some
God.
Chinese money. I'll take it.
Sell out.
Rule them boys over in Hong Kong. Rule them. No, I'm just
Yeah. We don't know about the dates released on
Yeah.
Diablo 4. We don't know
Yeah, that was
any
my
of
next
that.
question.
Yeah.
When is
So
that
there's
coming
no
out?
dates released. It was just
It's not even
artwork.
officially announced from
It was
them
just
yet.
artwork that was leaked, which honestly I kind of feel like anything that's leaked is Blizzard saying, here, have this.
Here, do this. Just stir
Right,
up
just to
promotion.
kind of take
Good luck.
the direction off of the negativity and put it on something to look forward to.
Yeah, well.
Which at the end of the day, the people behind the scene are still people. You know, you can't really fault people for being
No,
people.
you can't.
I don't know. However a company takes its turn, I think that's a multitude of people making a decision that ruins a company. It's not just one person or an art director. I don't know where I'm going with this, but
the old saying is any publicity is good publicity,
even negative press.
even negative press.
Yep.
I mean, look at Nike. Drove their stocks. Their stocks went up.
Oh, yeah.
They didn't go down. They went up.
With Kaepernick, yeah.
Yep. So that's it is what it is. So, all right, are we done with that one? Because it sounds like we are. Diablo.
Well, I mean, okay, so here's my other thing on Diablo. One more thing.
Let's talk about it.
How many more times can we talk about Diablo? Like, in this last one, they actually destroyed like a lot of the characters who are, legions or people in charge of heaven or hell. It's like they're going to keep coming back.
Yep.
So how many new classes are they going to come out with? That's what I'm excited to hear about. New classes.
why I
I'm
called it
excited to hear
D4.
about. Yeah, I'm excited to hear about where they're going to actually have the content be. So, or what timeline? Could you imagine modern day Diablo? Would it work? I don't know.
Nope. I don't think so.
It's got to be medieval.
It does.
Medieval.
Because it makes sense then.
Right.
And I'm all about making sense. So, all right. So, guess what? We now know how long the new Star Wars is going to be. We know the timeline. The
minutes.
The minutes.
Really?
Yep. We know it's 2 hours and 35 minutes, which means it's the longest one yet.
Interesting.
Because I think it was the end game had a runtime of 181 minutes. The people was like, "Oh, it's the longest one ever." No, it's not. 3 hours and 1 minute was the end game. So, but being 2 hours and because it is now officially the longest. It's the longest Star Wars movie, and being the last. Are you sad?
I really hope they wrap up all of the tight ends. Or the loose ends. I mean, tight ends. It's not football. No, I hope they wrap up all the loose ends. Finish up the stories.
Oh, I think they're going to leave everything dangling horribly.
I wish they wouldn't. I wish they would just be like, you know what? We're done.
Well,
and then
can't,
let
though.
directors
wrap it all
go.
up.
They
and then-
can't. There's no way. I mean, unless she dies, that's wrapping it up.
That is wrapping it up.
If she lives,
no.
yeah, it moves on, brother.
She's gonna live. I almost have a feeling she's gonna live. And that's how they'll leave it open.
But
Hey,
Happily
for
ever
other
after.
directors to come along. I'm just hoping that they just leave it be, and they're a lot like, in 10 years they're like, hey, episode whatever now, because it better be the final one. I'm just telling you.
it better be. What are you going to do if it's not, mister?
I'm gonna go and not watch it at the theater. That's what I'm gonna do.
Oh, no, you're going to watch it.
You know, the last movie I saw in the theater was Deadpool, and I've never seen a Star Wars movie in the theater.
Really?
I don't even think I can be called a nerd anymore.
Yeah, you've just become not a nerd.
I just don't
saying.
like people.
You don't have to be people. That's why it's dark and quiet
when
in
you're
there.
in it. No, it's never quiet. All the theater movies that I've seen have always been noisy.
No way, man. Every theater, I'm the first person to get up and tell you to shut up. I'll yell at you. I want quiet. I'm there for the experience, not to hear you yammer about how much you think you know. Just saying.
I can't stand theaters. That's always because I'm thinking, like, is today the day that the zombie outbreak happens?
No.
Am I it?
See, the problem, okay, I don't care what movie it is, unless you see it in that theater and feel it and get it and understand it, you'll never get the full force. And it's kind of funny I'm saying force. You'll never get the full feel of the movie. Because even if you go home and put it on a 90-inch screen, it doesn't matter.
What if you have surround sound?
Nope.
Because
Dude, that thing has got to be 25 feet tall and 60 feet wide, and all that THX is just kicking you in the teeth.
Right.
That is a
It's
feel.
like rattling your
Right.
teeth.
That's what.
So
That's
Robert,
the experience.
Robert said he thinks they'll leave it open and possibly open for a series like Mandalorian, I guess, tie-in. And Josh said, anybody looking forward to watching the Mandalorian?
Okay, so not that I want to get away from start because we're going to go right into the final trailer. We're going to show that here in a second. I am going to actually go ahead and subscribe to DC, so
DC?
I can watch. I mean, Disney, so I can watch The Mandalorian. I'm interested.
All you got to do is sub for 1 month, right? Because is it like Netflix where they release all the content at once, or is
They may not. I mean, it could be like CBS where
Right.
CBS, like Star Trek Discovery, you get one a week. And
That would be smart doing one a week to keep
I
people
would.
on there.
it guarantees the sub?
Yeah.
guarantees you at least 60 to 90 days.
Yeah.
But you're also going to have the Obi-Wan show that's going to be on
Right.
there and other ones.
I was kind of disappointed that was going to be a show and not an actual movie.
I'm okay with that.
Yeah. I guess.
I don't think he could carry another movie.
Yeah.
Just don't. There's Obi-Wan's cool, but it's not like.
What
he
if they
has this-
brought Qui-Gon back for that series, though?
Wow.
And then he answers his telecommunicator, I will find you, and I will get you.
So apparently if you have Verizon, you get a full year of Disney.
Yeah.
Verizon
They're offering
telephone?
Yeah.
that. Yeah.
You get
I
full,
can see that.
You get Disney with it.
Of course. Of course. Okay, if you say so.
So is anyone actually excited for The Mandalorian?
Oh, hey, wait a minute. Patty Ray says, "Can you please show me your shirt?" I don't know if Rob can get in that close and show you the shirt or not. It's can you zoom in on there?
Well, he's doing it. Apparently, Mandalorian has an episode budget of $15 million an episode.
There you go, Patty Ray.
Screenshot that. Tink.
Pure Elements. It's kind of cool. I got that at Five and Below for like $3.99.
That's a pretty cool T-shirt.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
And it really is kind of cool. So yeah, I think I will subscribe to Disney.
Okay.
And now I found out today if you subscribe to Disney, you get Hulu for
Hulu
free.
with it,
So I can
yeah.
get rid of
Oh,
Hulu.
wow.
So cancel Hulu and
So
have
you
that.
get rid of Hulu because it's the
It's
same
still
cost.
the commercial Hulu, though.
Oh, okay.
Who cares?
I hate the commercials. No, it's like
I
they
like
always
commercials.
put them at the spot where you're like interested and somebody's about to die and you're like, let me tell you about the new Charmin. It's like, no, not Charmin.
Yeah. I like Charmin. Actually, I use Sam's Club version of Charmin.
Yeah. I
It
do
lasts
too.
longer. There's more to it.
Charmin's okay, but Sam's Club is top notch, man.
Dude, it's the same stuff.
Yeah, and you get
Same
it for
print.
less money.
I know. More. I mean, it's just really cool.
Anyways,
so
toilet paper.
okay, so let's have Rob bring up the Star Wars final trailer, and let me know when that's ready, Rob, and we will. Okay, let's go ahead and play that real quick, and we'll talk about it when we get back.
It's an instinct. A feeling. The Force brought us together. We're not alone. Good people will fight if we lead them.
People keep telling me they know me. No one does.
But I do.
Long have I waited. And now you're coming together. Is your undoing.
What are you doing there, 3PO?
Taking one last look, sir, at my friends.
Confronting fear is the destiny of a Jedi. Your destiny. The Force will be with you.
Always.
Yeah, I just want to know what the hell they're doing with C-3PO. Well, no, it looks like they were getting ready to end him because he said, "I'm looking at what's going on?" Remember, Poe comes and goes, "What's going on there, buddy?" He goes, "I'm looking at my friends, or I'm looking at all you, my friends." He didn't say the last time, but that's what he was saying. I'm thinking to myself, are they getting rid of C-3PO? Because that would be horrible. Because I mean, R2-D2 freaked out. No. Did I do that
Sounds
right?
like a dead cat.
So Josh mentioned, I mentioned already, Netflix is in trouble because of Disney.
No, they're not. Here's the whole thing about Netflix and versus Disney. Disney owns everything. They produce their own content. Hulu's there to carry their R-rated stuff. Netflix is an outlet for directors to come in. So when all that Disney stuff that's going to move off, if it moves off, because Netflix could also be carrying their R-rated stuff as well. You know, we don't know that. We don't know the fine tuning yet. But right now, if you're a director or you're a producer and you get their backing, they're just going to fill up content. Like today, we were watching while we're getting ready for the show. I always have something running so I can just have background because it's just creepy quiet when we're doing our work, and So we put Daybreak on from Netflix, and that's about the apocalypse where all the parents turn into walking goo-goos, and they're not zombies, by the way. You can get bit by them, and they don't turn you. But all the parents turned into mumbling, bumbling idiots, and they literally walk around talking.
Yeah.
And the last thing and what they're saying is the last thing was on their mic. Okay, so pardon me. So it doesn't. All these directors and all these producers and all these people that want to have content, Netflix is going to be like, yeah, bring it. We'll take it. And if it's good enough, they'll back it. So I don't watch any Disney movies anyway on Netflix. So I won't miss it at all. But I will go to Disney and subscribe to them because I want to watch The Mandalorian. I want to watch the Star Wars, and there's some other stuff on there that I wouldn't mind watching. So I'm not there to watch Snow White and
You won't watch Aladdin.
and Fallen 2, Maleficent. Oh, I would watch.
Yeah, I was gonna say. You just said last
pretty
week
good.
that you were gonna watch Maleficent.
Yeah, but so yeah, I think it's it's going to be all right. You know, I don't think it's going to hurt them by no means. You know, in the beginning, all change hurts, but then you get smart and you figure out how to deal with it and you move on. And that's what they've done. They've opened the doors up and said, "Hey, all you guys that want to produce and you want me to bring the content." Amazon's doing the same thing.
Yeah. Amazon's got a few good ones.
I like the trailer. I did like the trailer. I think that the saga the saga itself, yes, that's a written series anyway. So we knew that. What was this, the 9th movie? So this was supposed to be the end, but they're going to move on. They always do. First of all, they got to feed that beast because now they got Star Wars, Galaxy's Edge. So got to feed that beast. The only way to feed that beast is make sure everybody likes Star Wars.
Do you really think like the new series coming out, like Mandalorian and a few other ones, that they're gonna reference these new movies as canon?
Mm-hmm.
They're gonna say like, oh well, when she did this and she killed what's his face.
Yeah.
You think it'll like play into each other?
Yeah.
Okay, that'll be nice.
Yeah. Then again, it's all about feeding that beast. And my wife I drive her crazy when I say that. You know, it's like, you know, and I tell, and like she'll go, well, what do you think about doing? I am not watching Snow White, Jay. Leave me alone. Oh my God. Well, maybe I do. I like the Huntsman. That's different.
That is different.
But I can deal with. But yeah, it's. I think they got you got to feed the beast. That's just all it is to it. And they built a beast.
Yeah, they did.
That Galaxy's Edge over there, without keeping Star Wars in front and out there in the public, that place the coolness will wear off quickly. You know.
That's true.
That's like Universal pulled Jaws because Jaws was awesome, but after like the Jaws 6 or 8 or 2000, whichever one, it sucked. Jaws was like, people are like, nah. You know what I'm saying?
They should have done Sharknado and had sharks come in from above and just like
Give them
the
time.
crowds
They'll
of
probably come up with
people,
that.
like the sharks just fall on them.
They should do that in a Twister ride. Just change that to Sharknado.
Sharknado. Oh my God. No.
The best movie to have on
Yeah.
if there's no one paying attention.
Yeah, exactly. So, I don't know. All right, so we're going to jump to our and oh, by the way, if you're on our Facebook, all these links, everything we're talking about is in that section. I wanted you guys to know kind of, you know, what because I did an email going, hey, where do you find all this stuff? And I'm like, well, I will start putting it in the chat so everybody can see where we get our stuff and what we're talking about, and that gives you things. So let's talk about Batman. The Arkham Legacy is the next Batman game according to the prominent leaker.
Yeah, new Wabi Sabi. He's already predicted
Wabi Sabi.
other rumors with Nintendo, and even Nintendo threatened him because of him spoiling stuff. So apparently he found out new Batman. The Arkham series has always been fun.
Yeah.
It's always been one of my favorite Batman games.
Yeah. No.
The second one I feel is my favorite. Some people would differ. Third one had some problems until they patched it up.
The
one on the PS4.
Yeah.
Problems.
That one had its own fair share of problems.
There's been a lot of problems with other games right
It's
now.
it was actually free on PS Network. So if you're subscribed to PlayStation Network,
Yeah, I got that
it for
before
free.
I canceled it, yeah.
Right.
I never played any of these.
It's pretty good. Like they give you a perspective of like Batman, where it's martial arts mixed in. You can throw an attack, and you could
Do
like
different
chain
combos.
it. If they attack you, you can block and then
Yeah.
use them to like hurt somebody else. It's pretty good. It's got some decent fighting.
Pretty much almost where the new Spider-Man game came out with their fighting
Yeah,
system
almost.
was from that.
It kind of feels like that.
Just hold on. I had Patty Ray. She asked a question. Do any of you collection of Star Wars pop? That we're on the big set tonight because I'm just rearranging the Nerd Talk set. But there is nothing but Funko Pops behind us, and there is like 15 of them are Star Wars. So just let Patty Ray know that. I just want to keep everybody in the loop of what they're asking stuff. I just never played it. I never played any of them.
Well, this one I almost feel like it would give you vertigo. Because when you throw an enemy, the camera
Yeah.
turns really fast, and then when they punch you and you punch them, the camera turns. And it's quick.
Not
happening.
It's
when
quick.
you do the remote control battering.
Yeah,
I'm good. I'll continue not playing this.
You're like, never mind. I'm done with games.
I'm quite okay with that. But is it going to be worth the buy?
If it's anything like the other ones, yeah.
Really?
I've
Just
enjoyed
wait.
them.
I mean, I've been waiting for a lot of games, with the exception of the games that I'm really like, not emotional. What is that? More tied to, like Modern Warfare. Yeah, I already got that, and I am bringing content for that. So, by the way,
Are you really?
Yeah, I am actually. It released last night at midnight, or like midnight our time. So obviously, me can't stay up that late.
But see, for you enjoy Modern Warfare. For me, I've always enjoyed the Batman. So
what
that's
I'm saying
why I
is
would buy
that if you wait a little bit, you'll see how the sales hit, and that'll depict how much it costs. Because if you remember, Fallout 76 plummeted in price, which again, Fallout
Less than a
76
$12.99 a month.
plummeted. So if you paid for that day one, I feel so bad.
Yeah.
Because it was like, ugh, and then it dropped to like $34.99 within a week.
So another game that's dropping really quick right now is a new wrestling game.
WWE.
2K18 or 19, whatever it is.
Not talking about that.
No,
We're talking about
reason I'm mentioning this, it just came out this week. Sony is already refunding people money for that game because of the bugs. Which every year the games normally got better and better, and last year got really good. This year the bugs are really bad. Like it just glitches everything. The game's crashing.
Yeah, you're not
And
really
Sony's
helping your
like,
case
"We're
for
sorry.
getting a day one.
Here, take your money back. We don't normally do this, but take it."
So what he's saying is, don't get Batman day one. Just wait and see how it turns out. Like the reviews will come in.
Let us review it first.
Well, who's gonna buy it? Somebody's got to buy it first.
I'll end up buying it.
All right, then that's your job then. All right,
He gets to buy it.
huge.
Rob
Batman
said bring it in and we'll play it. I can bring... Dude, I have no problem bringing this. I have tons of systems. I'll bring them over here and we can test games out.
Sounds like fun.
So, speaking about testing things out, there's a guy went to Universal Studios. Got himself an unlimited cut. He didn't realize you had to wait 10 minutes before you can refill. It's unlimited refills, but you got to wait 10 minutes. Now, this is smart on Universals,
Right?
Because they don't want people to pour, and feed their whole family off
Right.
of one
Yeah.
cup. Right? And in reality, I mean, I guess some people can, but it's not good for you. Is down a freaking big ass cup of cold soda, or even just soda without ice in it, and then want another refill. And they're smart because what they've done is they've made it where it takes you about 5 to 10 minutes to walk to the next kiosk, right, to get a refill. But so he's going to do it. He's suing them. He's going to try to do a class action lawsuit. Now, I saw two interviews. One, a guy out of New York, and then the other one was a guy out of Florida, and then they specialize in class action lawsuits. And he goes, "Yeah, the judge will just throw this right out. This is dumb.
Yeah.
This is dumb." And he goes, and the biggest thing is he was saying, well, he wasn't told. You don't have to be told, and it's still unlimited. No one said it's not unlimited. You still get as many sodas you want that day within reason.
That's why they have that asterisk at the bottom.
Always.
Terms and conditions apply, but can be altered at any time.
Yeah.
This is an altering.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, so he's going to try to do it. I personally think I don't think it'll make.
No.
He's from New York,
No.
so
Oh,
typical
geez.
New Yorker.
No, the fact that he's from New York.
Look, I'm from the Northeast, so I get it. But some of my New York friends, this is exactly what
Here's
they
a
would
question.
do. Right.
So we're going to Universal Sunday before Halloween Horror Nights.
Mm-hmm.
So if I get the unlimited thing, is that only good till Universal closes? Then when Halloween Horror Nights
Yep.
starts, you got to pay another $15.
I don't know. You got to
another
ask
$8?
them.
I'm kind of curious about that. Will it stay good the whole time?
It'll
ask
say
him.
it in there. In the terms and conditions, it'll say.
They don't give you the terms and conditions when you buy it.
They do. When we were there a couple months ago, and we bought the unlimited because I drink a lot.
But a couple
And
months ago,
sometimes I just get-
Halloween Horror Nights wasn't going on.
That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is when I got my cup, the first thing the girl said, "Yeah," I said, "This is unlimited." You go, "Yep." He goes, "Anywhere to park?" Because we have passes, so we go back and forth. I said, "Both parks." She goes, "Yeah," and she goes, "But here's the thing: 10 minutes. You got to wait 10 minutes. You can fill it up in 10 minutes."
Yep.
I'm like, "Okay, that's cool." I said, "Why would I?" That's okay. That's fine. I'm not
But
gonna-
apparently,
But apparently, well,
Apparently.
he's mad because he wanted to
What?
share it with all of his kids.
is that what it is? That specifically he wanted to share it with his kids?
Hey, myself, look, we're not fat shaming, but I had somebody whisper in the mirror, "I wonder how big the guy was."
I was thinking the same thing.
Well, I can drink a lot of soda in 10 minutes, but even then, I'm like, okay, if there's a 10-minute wait,
It's not that big a deal.
no big deal. Like, why?
Drink a little bit, walk to your next place, get some.
Exactly. Like, how long are the waits?
Sometimes
To get
they're-
the sodas,
No, I'm talking about the rides.
Sometimes they're a long time.
sometimes
they're
they
an
can be a
hour.
while.
And if you're that,
Haggard was like
if you're that
5 hours.
But
parched,
they usually have water fountains.
I
during
was
the
gonna
line,
say, if
so you
you're
can
that parched,
grab water real quick.
soda's not what you need to be drinking.
Yeah.
Right.
That's not what your
Exact-
body
yeah,
wants.
exactly.
You need water, but apparently
Or-
this guy doesn't know.
While you're in line, send one of your little kids and have them go fill it up and bring it back to you.
Or how about this? Just drink water.
Ah, well. Hey, come on now. You're just thinking with your head.
Yeah, none of that here. I'm sorry. Sorry about
That's
that.
common sense, man. Don't do that.
No logic allowed on this set.
Damn it. Damn it, Bobby.
These dang nerds.
But yeah, so I don't think the guy will make it very far.
I wonder if he's a gamer.
No.
No?
Has a whole fridge. of
Because
soda by
sometimes
him the whole
I'll
time.
have a beverage with me and I'll start like a gaming session and I'll totally forget it's gone. It'll be gone and I wouldn't even know. I'll be like in the zone. It's gone. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. It's probably just me.
Do you have a fridge right
Dead
by your gaming
silence.
center?
No, I have to go to the fridge and walk all the way to the kitchen.
Or yell for one of your kids to go get it?
No, they're all in bed by the time I'm gaming.
Yeah, I'm reading it now. This guy he goes, "I thought I got unlimited, refillable." You did. He did get unlimited.
Yeah, I think he's thinking the same way I think.
Well, when you just open your mouth and hit the cup underneath your
So before I got aware of the asterisk at the end of a clause, I thought unlimited meant any amount I wanted. No.
He's saying he wouldn't have paid that sum that he paid. So it's
What did he
you-
pay?
$16.
So when
What?
if you don't have the cup already, it's $16.
Oh,
so you
give
can
me
buy
a
the
break.
cup. Refills if you come back another day are $7 or $8, and it gives you the whole.
This
day
guy's
to
a
refill.
joke.
So here's what happened. I'm reading more because so he bought it. So he was there for multiple days, right? So he bought it for $16.99 for the first day. He didn't have any bitches the first
Right.
day. Then he went and reactivated it for $8.99 the next day.
Okay.
Okay, it's not unlimited lifetime. It's unlimited
Right.
that day. So $8.99. And so he's bitching because he had to wait 10 minutes. Oh, come on.
Dude, this guy's got
This is
way
petty.
too much time on his hands.
This is why we're at where we're at.
This is why he's at where he's at. That's not where I'm at. That's where he's at.
Yeah.
I
That's
can't
a
even
sad
drink that.
life.
That's 6 refills an hour. I can't even drink that much an hour. That much Coke. Wrong.
I was going to say your Friday night video. I was going to say, I differ with that,
that was
buddy.
different. That wasn't Coke.
Slinky said, just pick line his Mountain Dew to him.
Oh, jeez.
Give it right here. Give it right here. Hold on. I'll get you a vein. I'll get you a vein.
Eddie
Oh,
says
geez.
hi.
Huh?
Eddie, he's on chat. He said hi.
I don't see Eddie. Why is Eddie not on? Oh, you know what? I started a watch party. That's
Yeah, I got 2 different screens up, the
Do you?
watch party and
They're-
then
they're
I have no screens up, guys.
Yeah, you're
Why are you guys just chilling on chat? That's why we're not getting anything done. You guys are all
Well,
just gaming. He's got
That's
Fortnite.
like he said, this is why we can't have nice things.
Yeah,
Amen,
absolutely.
brother. Holy crap.
Why we
tell
can't-
you
I
right
say
now,
that all the time to my wife.
people
This is why we can't have
screw
nice
it
things.
up. Yep, they screw it up. I don't know. So anyway, yeah, dude, don't be a douche.
Yeah.
All right, so let's jump into, we're doing pretty good here. We're probably about halfway through the show, and we're on number 6. So Borderlands 3, the Bloody Harvest event trailer. Now, this is the one you said was just gory.
No, I said it was awesome. I
Oh.
said the movie trailer was,
All right, let's
awesome.
Let's take a look at this, Rob. Roll that beautiful beam. Border Wars.
Borderlands.
I called it Border Wars. That was
Border Wars.
Let's build that
No,
wall.
that's down south, buddy.
Build that wall, baby.
That's in
Build that
Texas. That's in Texas, buddy.
All right, roll it, Rob.
Border War. I'm gonna call it from.
We're back. Okay, it does look cool. It does look cool.
Now this is only limited, so this is ending December. I think December 4th or 5th.
Why?
It ends December 5th. So like it's only a Halloween event, but they're giving you the entire month of November. Because what event would be in November? Like Pilgrim Fest? Like go out and like find a buzzard or
Go out
a
and kill all the
turkey,
Indians.
right?
take their
I mean
food,
that's
their
a little
turkeys, their
that's a
corn.
little harsh, but like
That's what happened.
so the Bloody Harvest it started I think the 24th. So like no, actually it started last week I think.
And this is available for all platforms.
All platforms, Xbox One, PC, and PS4. It's multiplayer, so
Can
you
I
could
call?
be it.
Can I call your honey and go? Can I play with? Can I play with?
You don't have to call her. Just
Please,
be on like at
play.
9:30 at night when I'm gaming.
39, I'm asleep.
So what you do is you go and you talk to this new guy. His name's Maurice. He's in Sanctuary 3. If you're level 50 and you go there, Sanctuary 3. His name's Maurice. He's kind of like a dog. I forget the name of the type of animal, but he gives you a quest. You go out and you do the quest. Come back with the items. He opens a portal. And the portal he opens is to the Hex Zone. And in there is all of the haunted enemies. So you get haunted creatures, and then they have different colors. So like there's a haunted red, and a haunted orange, and then blue. That determines the type of weapon that you would get. So you would get legendaries mainly from the red ones. But even the orange ones too have a possibility of dropping that. So there's quests to do there. There's a haunted pumpkin puzzle. Basically, you would go through and you'd solve this puzzle, and at the end of the puzzle, this wall
never said
collapses. It's freaking cool. You go through this wall. It's in an old church. It's totally decimated. You go in there and you find this chest. There's a red chest. Open it. Possibly have a legendary in there, and this can be redone over and over and over and over. There's
So
also
each time you play it, it's different, kind of a little bit.
a little bit, but you can actually rush through just for the chest.
Really?
Yeah, and then at the end of the sequence, there's this boss. So he's an event boss. What is his name? His name is Captain Hunt. So this guy can only be killed once per session in the portal. So he drops a lot of loot, but at the end of like killing him, he also leads to a new area where you can find a red chest. So there's only 2 red chests. 2 red chests have a very high probability of dropping like the new legendary weapons. And these new legendary weapons, some of them have what's like it's like a haunt on them, so you can terrorize the enemies, but it increases like crit damage. bullet damage, all that extra stuff that you got on there. And then what I've been looking at is some of the best zones to farm for legendaries. This place is called the Slaughter Shaft. Right?
Wow.
But it's this zone where like these elites and champions spawn endlessly, and you can just farm them the whole time and get loot. And some of the loot's pretty cool. Like one of them is called the Disciplined Warlord. Pretty freaking sweet. But I mean, it looks good. It's got that whole like grungy feel a little bit for the weapons. Most of the weapon designs are really, creepy looking. But yeah, I mean, it's a free update. You don't have to pay anything. If you have the game, great. You log on, free update, and go right there.
There's a fan in here. It's hot.
It's because I'm talking. I'm full of hot air. So all you need is to be either level 50 or you can go at any. I think it's level 25 too. You can go lower, but I mean the legendary gear that you get there, you won't be able to equip. So what's the point?
Okay.
Yeah,
I get that.
it's really cool. The graphics are fantastic.
All I got to do now is go show my Xbox One, just download it.
If you have Xbox, but real players play on PS4 Pro, so if you have that,
I have a PS4. I don't know if it's a Pro.
you don't need a Pro. It's fine. If you got PS4, you're good.
I had a PS4.
Support Japan.
But is it a download?
It's a game.
It'll download.
It's a
just
game,
like
and then it's
everything
an
else.
update.
I have to go delete stuff then. So I'm okay with that.
It's a good game, though.
Okay.
I mean, it's decent. It had some flack when it first came out, but the bugs are worked out now.
I think that all you can be who you ever want to be. That's just the coolest thing in the world.
It's pretty fun.
Yeah.
It's pretty fun.
I'll have to make some old character.
Oh, an old dude?
Yeah.
Well, actually, this one has
thank
made characters that you can choose.
Yeah.
It's not like Arcade. Arcade, you can go and do whatever you want. This game is you get to pick from different heroes.
Does it get an old dude?
I think so. Yeah, he's got a pretty cool like.
Fu Manchu.
Yeah, he's got a cool
I'm
beard.
good with that.
Cool mustache.
Sweet. Excellent day.
Yeah.
So definitely go do it. If you're gonna, I know you want to give your handle out, so if people find you. Are you brave enough to do
Kel the Lionsborn. I'm on Twitch and I'm on Twitter. So I'm probably going to be streaming that maybe this weekend if I can break away from Modern Warfare. So
Modern Warfare.
Kel the Lionsborn. That's underscore in between Kel and the, or Kel underscore the underscore. I know I couldn't fit it all in. It looked weird. It looked like some German name, which I'm not. Well, I guess I am part German, but like I'm not the German. You'd be more German than I am.
A little bit. My grandmother was full German off the boat. So yeah, a little bit.
Yeah.
I got a little German in me, but I also got a little American Indian.
Right.
So
The crazy Indian.
Yeah, Cherokee. So, all right. So here we're gonna watch this. We'll have him bring up Antlers. This is a creepy.
Yeah. I'm excited for it.
I'm not sure I'll watch it. I'm just saying. There's just things I don't. Yeah. So,
Really?
Yeah. We'll let Rob play the trailer, and we'll talk about it when you get back. And we're back. Yeah. I have a hard time watching stuff with kids. It's the kids.
So Children of the Corn,
I
Children
watched
Under
it,
the
but-
Stairs.
Oh my God, in the walls. And, oh, yeah. Yeah.
So you're afraid of clowns and you're afraid of kids. Gotcha.
Yeah. And it wasn't a clown, it was an alien.
Right.
Chucky is, I never really, but it dealt with a kid, but, and then the only reason I watched the other Chucky is because you got to see her boobs. So, and to me, I looked past that because there was boobs.
So Jesse Jesse Plemons.
So I have a request to put the jacket
Oh, the jacket
on.
back on. Nice.
Yeah, Mr. Reagan's watching. It's good. Ugh.
You're going to start getting hot over there now.
I'm already hot. It's like, oof. Yeah, it looks good, doesn't it? Now I just, hey Reagan, take Mama Tech into me to get a motorcycle now. That's kind of what I'm looking for.
It's pretty sweet, man.
It is. It's stiff. I have to get it broken in.
Yeah, it's leather.
Yeah.
If it was
well, it's
pleather,
just right
then it'd be
here.
easy.
I'm not, when you put jackets like here, and you get the stuff, the S makes it kind of stiff, but oh man, I was blown away. I was really taken back.
It's fantastic quality.
Boom, as
nice.
Reagan would say, boom. Yeah, it is. I like it. This ain't cheap either, man. I can't believe they gave this thing. Reagan, I love you, man, but it is hot in the studio right now. So, but yeah, very very cool. But yeah, when it comes to kids and yeah, that's why Poltergeist screwed me up because I had that. I literally won that stupid clown that was in his room. I won that for my girlfriend, and she came over and left it.
No.
When I was a kid, because she goes, because we weren't supposed to be going and seeing stuff like that,
Right.
So and I'd won that at a fair, and she had left it there and forgot it, and I told her, she goes, I called her, I said, hey, you forgot your clowns here, blah blah blah. She goes, okay, now I'll come back and get it. And then we went and watched that stinking thing. I burned that clown.
Yeah.
I literally went outside because we have those old. We lived in Mississippi. We had a burn barrel. That thing went in the burn barrel, and I doused it with lighter fluid, and I watched that thing disintegrate. Dude, that messed me up because it was that little kid.
So how much would your faith be tested to the extreme of you being full blown preacher right now if that little doll would have showed up on your bed the next day?
Yeah,
He'd be like full blown.
I would not. Yeah,
Full blown preacher today. Let me tell you about Jesus. Let me talk to you about this.
I'd be like those guys across from all the cons going, "You're going to hell! You're going to hell! You're going to hell!"
Don't buy this doll. It's real.
Yeah, no, that did, and I had nightmares. I literally had nightmares.
Yeah.
And I wasn't that young when I saw it, so it was like, holy crap.
Dang.
Yeah,
He doesn't like my Chucky doll.
Oh my God,
The fact that you have a Chucky doll.
that's bad. Right.
That is bad.
Of course, then again, I got a Superman, a Batman, and a Kylo Ren. I can't say anything.
You got a lot back there.
But yeah, so that's my biggest. It was just now. I love the fact that I love the mom. I back then I thought she was just super sexy and she, so we were hoping for everybody.
Right, they got to have that in movies to keep you entangled,
Yeah.
so that way you're like, oh hey, I got to watch this for that. But Carrie Russell.
Look what Reagan put in my timeline.
geez.
They're here, and then I didn't have an aversion to midgets until this house is clean.
Oh, that lady
God,
creeped me
Oh,
out.
no, she's not a midget. I understand. She's just very short, but
She's a small person.
that
Just
got
her
me.
voice.
That
Right.
got me into the world of
She's
I
like
can't do that either.
a small Southern mom, right? She's like a small little tiny midget Southern mom. She is.
I don't think she's a
midget.
true little person. but I
Almost
think
there,
she's,
though.
she's almost
Right.
there. Yeah.
Is she still
but-
alive?
No, she passed away. I think she passed away. You know what killed her? Poltergeist.
Oh, shame.
Oh, we lost a light. Damn it. Well, and here's the thing. I'm getting into the world of I should.
This
hate-
house is
I hate to
clean.
talk about it, stuff that potentially can't. We're potentially doing we did a Sizzler reel for Mark Muncy. And we did several locations, and we're trying to get that because he's trying to go to Amazon. Amazon's interested in it, and we literally, okay, so we were in Brooksville, and we did there's a haunted house up there. The guy used to be, I can't remember the name of the top of that off my head, the Stringer House. And then when we went to a cemetery, and then we went to Hog's Breath State Park, and blah, blah, blah. And the last thing we did today was train station that's there in Brooksville. Now, it's literally only a little train station, and they have a, this house is clean. Reagan, you're absolutely killing me. So they have, behind this train station sits a boxcar, right? And they say there's a ghost that lives in the boxcar, and then there's a ghost that's inside the thing, right? Well, me, being Mr. Poke the Bear, you know, I'm out there next to the thing going, I'm doing the NEGAN whistle, you know, like, yeah, there's nothing here. Then we go to film this, and all of our gear acts up. So, and it wasn't because it was hot. It wasn't because it was bright outside. As a matter of fact, there was a storm coming in. But when my two pieces of gear act up, and then their stuff was okay because they don't antagonize, I guess, but because I kind of poked that bear. Yeah. So now we got to go refilm it.
Shocker.
Yeah.
I'll go this time.
Yeah, so I fully believed in being touched or being latched on.
I love being touched. I am touched
by spirits. I would believe that. I feel like if you put yourself in these situations where you're gonna encounter entities, they're probably gonna go home with you, and you're gonna probably see things, because there is a thing called the fourth veil, right? So
where they
like
attach.
3 veil of 1D, 2D, 3D. Humans can see in 3D, right? Mm-hmm. We can't see the fourth veil, which is the spirit realm. But I feel like if you are encountering these kind of spirits, it's almost like you're pushing yourself to see the fourth veil, which is why you can see ghosts in a sense, because there are ghosts. I don't care who says, "Oh, there's no such thing as ghosts."
And I'm not scared of them.
Don't put yourself in that situation. That's why I won't do that. Not just for scheduling reasons.
So you're telling me you don't want to go with us?
I mean, as enticing as it is, it'll have to be like a perfect schedule for me.
Because we're going to be filming on Sundays, not every Sunday, but some Sundays. And I always could use a good audio guy.
You're going to make me eat my words because it sounds intriguing, but I'm like, no. What if Annabelle happens to me?
Yeah. We're going to go. We're going to do the Iron. Matter of fact, on Tuesday we're going down to the Wonder House.
Oh, I've heard of that.
Yeah,
have fun with that one.
Yes, you have, and it's a 4-story. Look, dude, go look at what was the name of that? What was the name we showed yesterday? It's on Netflix. Amazing Interiors. Yeah, Amazing Interiors, and go look at it.
That's on there, huh?
Oh yeah, it's on there. I think it's cool.
Well, there's Antlers movie.
Yep.
2 things. So the guy who plays the husband of the wife is Carrie Russell. Carrie Russell has a part in the new Star Wars movie.
Does she?
Yeah, she is actually playing Zori. So look for her in the new Star Wars movie.
Is she good or bad?
I have no idea.
She's some alien.
And then her husband is Jesse Plemons. He plays Paul Meadows in this movie Antlers, but he is starring in Jungle Cruise with
The Rock.
Dwayne Johnson soon, and he's also Todd from Breaking Bad. So, yeah, he's pretty well known. He's also in I think Black. What is that movie that you don't like? The Netflix film. Black something.
Why has it got to be black, man? Why can't it be
Black
white
Snake
something?
Moan.
It's the one where it's like it's you can only watch like one episode and then you gotta take a break. Because it like twists your mind.
Oh, I gotta see
like
this.
the series is on Netflix.
Well, what is it?
Black Glass or something like that. Black something. Whatever.
Black Mirror?
Black Mirror. That's what it is. He's on that.
Oh, okay. I've watched that a little
Yeah.
bit. Okay, I know you're talking about.
You guys got all intrigued. Like, what movie is that? Oh, I want to lose my mind. I want to lose my mind. Why not? Yeah. So.
All right. Well, okay. That's cool. We can do that. So you're gonna watch this one?
Hell yeah, I am.
Now,
I've seen every
now, is this a? I can't. Was that a Netflix or was it an actual movie?
This one's coming out in the theaters. Yeah. The release date on it is April 17th, 2020. So. It's a ways away, but this gives us time to look forward to it, you know.
Well, somebody One of the things that you guys sit. Oh yes. Okay. So let's talk about this next one. So we're going to stay in the creepy world.
Creepy.
Well, and I do think this is very creeper. Did you know that Matthew Lillard was supposed to be Negan on The Walking Dead?
I did not know that.
Yeah.
That would have been interesting.
It would have been, all I would have liked is, where's the snacks, Kirby? That's all I would, because he played on Scooby-Doo.
But before Scooby-Doo, he was the
Scream. He
was on
killer in
Scream.
Scream.
No, he wasn't the killer.
One of the killers.
He was one of the killers that helped his friend.
Yeah.
So to me, he would not have made, and I like him as an actor. I'm not saying I don't like him. I'm just not, he would not have been a good Negan.
No. Who they got to play Negan?
Jeffrey Dean
Perfect.
Morgan you couldn't have written a better part for him.
Yeah.
I mean, he's in Supernatural.
Was.
Don't get me wrong.
For the first 2 seasons.
I know he was so handsome in that. But dude, I mean, he's got Negan down pat.
Oh yeah. Yeah, it's
No.
ruthless.
And you know what? So the more I watch him and the more he talks, and like he played a semi good big role this week on Walking Dead. It's all perspective of whether or not you think Rick was a good guy or a bad guy, whether you think Negan was a good guy or a bad, whether you think Alpha, the new bad person, is a good person or a bad person. Now, we were talking last night around the table. The one group of people that you knew were big pieces of shit were the Terminus crew. They were eating people, for God's sakes.
Yeah.
Right off the bat. I don't care who you are. If you've gotten to the point where you're eating people, yeah, you need to go away. You really do. Even the governor, I felt sorry for him. He was a good guy. He was trying to rebuild, but he had gotten so much taken away from him that his mind was messed up. And he was trying to do a good thing, not a bad thing. So I don't think, for me to sit there and say, Negan was a bad guy, I have to really sit back and go, as much as I love Rick Grimes, and I think Rick Grimes is awesome, I think he's a good guy, and I love Maggie, and I love them all, if you, depending on which perspective you come from, is whether or not you think, Negan's bad.
Isn't that what humanity is, though? Is like your version of good is not the same as everyone else's.
Right.
So, like, what I think is good, you may think is terrible.
Right.
You may agree with me, but it doesn't make it right.
Right.
So it's crazy how they're relating like real life.
And
to a lot of
everybody
this.
keeps telling me that, The Walking Dead's, it's dead, it's dying, it's going away. But what it does, and this is the reason I like The Walking Dead, it's not about the zombies, it's not about all the killing, it's about how people are going to react in something like this. And every time a new situation, it's the same situation, but it's a new foe, right? And so the psychological thing is you got to figure that foe out. You got to figure good, bad, kill them now, kill them later, keep them in prison and make them work for you in the yard. That's what I like about it. It's a soap opera that I can actually understand and get into. It's nothing but a big soap opera, right? Because there's all this drama always going on, always. And of course, if there's no drama, there's going to be no show.
Comes on weekly too.
Yeah.
You're lucky you don't come on daily at 7 o'clock.
Yeah, I know.
In the morning or 6 o'clock, whatever time
I would
those
never
stupid
be,
shows
I'd
come
never
on.
be at work. But that's the reason I like it. So it's just like it's almost like I dig it like Stranger Things. Stranger Things. They're always going to win. It's always they're always going to be good guys, bad guys. But ultimately the good people are going to win. That's just the way it is. You don't want anybody dying. Except for in The Walking Dead, they kill off the good people and keep the shitty ones.
I feel like if you've watched The Walking Dead till now, you have a good understanding of people.
You do.
I have. Like when it comes down to it, you just can't trust anybody.
You know how many
even
times-
your best friend's gonna turn on you.
You know how many times I've said, "Oh, that person is like Negan," or "That person is like Andrew," or "That guy is like." I do. I sit there and go, "Wow, that sounds just like that person." But it is, it is what it is. So this is not on the list, and it's okay. It's okay, Rob, if you don't. I just want. So I watched the trailer for Girl on the Third Floor. Okay, so it was on this thing. Arrow in the Head is where it's JoeBlow.com is where we found the Matthew Lillard article, and it's on there. So while you're on that page, click on the girl on the third floor, because the dude is renovating this house that him and his wife bought, and it's a ghost, and the ghost and him are having an affair. Ultimately, and even the wife starts seeing the ghost too, and the wife and the ghost girl fight, but the girl is smoking hot.
I kind of feel like I saw this on American Horror Story.
Probably
First season.
Probably.
First season American Horror Story. The dad is like in the house by himself and sees the maid. The mom hired the maid as an old chick, but he sees the young chick, right? Remember? And then they end up hooking up or something like that.
So.
And then she's like, "Why would you do this to me?" And the whole time, it's a ghost. It's an apparition that's been there the whole time. So
Yeah, it's interesting, but I like this Joe Blow site.
don't get any viruses.
Oh, you want to? Yeah, go ahead and play it. It's just go ahead and play it, Rob. If you got it, we got time.
I hate what you've done with the place.
I'm sorry.
For what?
I'm sorry for not being honest from the start. I'm sorry for treating you unfairly. I'm sorry for making you feel unimportant. Most of all, I'm sorry for threatening you.
Wow. Did you rehearse that?
I deserve that, but no. I mean it, I'm sorry. I understand why you feel so angry.
Well, it's not a very nice way to treat someone, Don. I hope you treat your wife and kid better than this.
I love my wife. And I wish I was stronger. To make all this up to you, I got you something.
A gift from a married man. Sounds a lot like a bribe.
If you're interested, it's in the kitchen.
Good. I've seen the premise before. It's not new, but she's smoking hot. But anyway, so yeah. What was I saying? Oh yeah. So we went and got that was given us to us. We put this on the show, and but this how you walk to the kiosk and they're like, oh hey, try this face stuff. So I'm like, okay. I'll try it. I got nothing to do because we didn't have to be back here because today was it. And then after this, I'm driving to Orlando. So I put that stuff on my face and man, look how handsome I look, right? I don't look like I got beat up because this morning
Got rid of some of his wrinkles.
Swelled way up.
So it's miracle cream.
It's very miracle cream.
$500. It better be a miracle.
Oh, it is miracle cream.
So anyway, okay, so let's jump to I think this next one is, since we're on The Walking Dead.
Walker Stalker.
So
originally Walker Stalker announced in August or September that it's their farewell tour for Walker Stalker, but they're still going to do their Fan Fest. This past weekend, when Walker Stalker happened, there were a lot of issues. So $1,500 for a VIP badge, and you're supposed to be guaranteed this nice bag full of goodies. They put goodies like a lanyard, a button, and a couple other things in a brown paper bag and gave it to you. So people were already pissed about that. The lines when you got photo ops, usually when you do professional photo ops, you get your photo within a couple minutes.
Right.
People got Rita's photos at 10 a.m., didn't get them until 5 p.m. for the photo ops. Froggy Photos, which is a big company, I think they still do MegaCon, walked out and quit. They just left in the middle of it. Then apparently
The queue lines were not done
the
correctly.
lines were not
Because
done.
everybody just,
Apparently vendors were complaining. IRS showed up there and was checking everybody's money. Apparently, I don't know how that worked out.
that doesn't
Yeah, I don't
happen.
know.
That's bullcrap.
That's someone's
The IRS
tweet.
doesn't show up on
Yeah,
something like that and
I
check
don't know.
people's money.
But what was interesting
God.
was, that's something someone posted.
now this whole story's got holes in it.
But no, 3 Walking Dead characters have said they refuse to support Walker Stalker and come back to the other events that they had contracts to do.
The IRS showed up. They should have showed up to the Hong Kong Blitzkrieg thing. They should have
Yeah,
showed up to every. How
exactly.
many other events?
I think what happened is a lot of people were just not happy with the way
King
everything was-
Ezekiel
Yeah.
refuses to come back after what happened. What's his name?
We should call him and see if we can get an interview
Cooper
with him.
Andrews, Ezekiel's right-hand man.
Yeah.
The Samoan guy.
He's awesome.
He said
Another one of your brothers.
that is a worse place to
you know
interact
him?
with
I don't
fans.
talk to him much. He's a jerk.
Really? He's that bad? He seemed like a super cool, chill dude on the show.
He said it's the worst place to interact with fans. He
wow.
refuses to
Yeah.
go back.
Well, why don't we call him and see if we can get him on?
Okay.
You reach out to him.
Sure, I have his phone number.
I have 2 weeks. Yeah, I'm going to give you 2 weeks to give me an answer.
Then apparently they didn't for their big events. Normally they have someone doing the sign language. They refused to hire anybody to do sign language for the deaf people.
Right.
And the deaf people had to pay another admission ticket for their own personal sign language person.
Really?
Yeah. So that's another issue people were having with it.
Wow. Now, yeah, they so far everything you told me was like, yeah, not a big deal. That will get them in trouble.
So the owner of the company released a thing a couple days ago saying he's stepping down from the company now. He won't be a part of it.
What is
after
going
everything that's
on?
happened.
Jesus Christ, man.
What's going on?
I don't know. With everything, the lines people were complaining about. Apparently, somebody got in a fight during a line because the crowd, some lady was getting overzealous behind a person, and she got kicked out for being too hyper.
Well, that happens all the time, though.
Yeah.
That's something new. People are removed all the time.
But I would like to talk to Cecil because he was there.
Was he really?
Yes, he
Okay,
had-
reach out to him. We know him.
Yeah.
We know
He
him
was
well enough
live
to say, hey,
streaming
bud.
from it.
He's a cool guy.
But the video he showed live streaming, it looked like just an empty convention center. Like only
Well,
a few
maybe
vendor
it was
booths.
a setup or something like that
No, he was
before.
during the afternoon. He was live streaming.
Well, maybe after a while, people said, enough is enough. We're just going to go home. We'll just show you guys. That's like I had a client, well, a potential client, tell me a couple of weeks ago that I need them more than they need me. I've been gone ever since. We'll see how that works. I'll tell you about it. So anyway, we're going to jump over to the last thing. We've got 2 more things to talk about real quick, and there's one thing we'll go into is, and we talked about this already on the show, and Michael's right, but I think we have a different spin. So Orlando's next theme park is Universal's Epic Universe. It's going to open in 2023. So they're going to do another park.
Another park.
Yep,
Yeah.
another full park.
It'll be a
Connected?
no, it's not.
No.
What it looks like from the map, it's not going to be connected.
No.
So it's going to be a separate.
You'll have to drive there.
Oh wow, that sucks.
It doesn't even look like they'll have like a tram.
Well,
or
we
anything.
don't see.
Well, the map where it shows it's at.
No,
and
it's
where
right next to
Universal,
it. No, it's right next to
It's
it.
not close enough. It looks like.
Yeah, it is.
Well, it depends on how far out on the map you scroll out. I mean, it may be
Right.
connected.
Exactly.
Oh,
Really.
jeez, it's like worlds apart. Oh, I got to go to Georgia to see it.
I don't want to go to Georgia to see anything.
No.
I'm just saying. Well, anyway, so I'm actually kind of looking forward to that.
What is the park going to be?
They haven't announced
Yeah,
that's
that
the
they
thing.
have-
They
because-
just said it's going to be a new park with multiple themes in it.
So is this more for the adult crowd?
Well, we know. I'm not sure. We know Marvel Land is going away soon. Their contract ends soon, and they've already announced Nintendo Land is coming. But originally, people thought Nintendo was going to go where Marvel Land is, so that might go in a new area.
It'd be interesting if it was like an 18-year-old, 18 or up park.
Yeah, that would be kind of cool.
It'd be
I think.
interesting to see. Because then they could actually do like some of the more movie-themed areas that Universal
Oh yeah,
puts
you're
out.
right. Yeah, I'm just reading it. 750-acre park will be built in an area surrounding the Orange County Convention Center along Universal Boulevard. So it's on the backside. Oh, that's cool. Because over there they have go-karts, indoor golf, the golf we had, Top Golf here, they have there. Oh, speaking of Top Golf, I actually talked to one of the coordinators there, and she said they would love for us to come there and do a live Nerd Talk stream while we're all sitting playing golf, hitting the golf balls, talking, eating, having fun, have them on, talk about them. She said that would be awesome.
That'd be cool.
So that'd be kind of cool, right?
Top Golf.
Top Golf. Top Golf. So I lost lights behind me. Both of them went. So that means we're running down. We only got 10 minutes left. So the last thing we're going to talk about is, so last Saturday, again, when I was out doing my running around, we went up to, Michael and I and Mama Tech, went up to Mad Dragon Studios because they had their 3rd anniversary. Now, unfortunately, the weather came through and kind of squished it. But I did do an interview. Someone couldn't hear the audio. And it's a little blown out, but I'm going to play it anyway because we like to give her love and the whole 9 yards. So go ahead, Rob, and play that beautiful footage.
He's the one that set the audio up, though.
We came back up to Mad Dragon Studios up in Zephyr Hills. I'm here with Miss Sarah. This is your 3rd year anniversary. This is so cool.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, it's been a great 3 years.
So I know we've asked these questions before, but literally, what was the spark that made this happen?
Well, my son's 9th birthday, he's 16 now. He had a Harry Potter birthday, and we went all out because if it's worth doing, it's worth overdoing. And I ended up making a lot of party favors because I didn't really see the kind of things I wanted. And my mom said, oh, you should open a shop doing this. And so I had Etsy shop for a few years, and then it just evolved into brick and mortar.
Everybody I've talked to, it's kind of funny. We've gotten to the steampunk world now. And we're getting ready to start a new show about it. And I'm like, oh yeah, I found this cool little place up in Zephyr Hills. Oh, you're talking about Mad Dragon Studios. Like,
oh, that's cool.
Oh my God, yes, that is. Because that's where I got my original hat from. Which, by the way, thank you very much for selling that to me because that helped me get into the. I was the governor. The governor was it? Honorary governor of West Pasco Chamber of Commerce, and that was instead of me wearing their black dirt, I wore that hat. So it was very, very cool. So 3 years. Let's walk through the 3 years.
Okay.
How has the 3 years been?
Oh, well, it's been great. I mean, we've kind of steady growing over time. It's wonderful to meet all of the fans out there. They're the best people, honestly.
Loyal, aren't they?
They're very loyal. Yes, they are. And they come back all the time. I have certain fans that come back every week. They're just, that kind of people. So it's been really cool.
So, okay, so how... Are you staying for a long time?
I'm hoping so, yeah.
That's the goal?
Yeah, that's the goal. I love Zephyr Hills. It's kind of like a hidden gem of a town.
Yes.
And you can walk, there's a brewery right downtown and a really cool billiards hall and a lot of axe throwing. There's a lot of cool stuff happening. So as I'm watching Zephyr Hills grow, it's exciting to kind of be on the ground floor of that.
Okay. So, I know that, but by the time people see this will be, your event will have already happened.
Yes.
But you have an adult event tonight, am I correct?
Yep. It's a 21 and up because we're serving wine and adult potions. So I don't want to have to card people. So 21 and up only, and Potterheads who just want to hang out with other Potterheads can hang out and have a good time. Okay, tell people at home the days that you're open. We're open Wednesday through Friday from 11 to 6 p.m. and on Saturdays from noon to 5. See? Anybody can come here. I think my wife is going to bring her brother who's coming down from Connecticut to show him this because he'll think this is very cool. So, all right. So, look, MadDragonStudios.com? Yes, MadDragonStudio.com. MadStudiosDragon.com. You can get them on Facebook at Mad Dragon. Mad Dragon Studio. See, it's all simple, easy. So, all you Potter fans and even you steampunk people that need some stuff, they've even got steampunk stuff. So, make sure you come see Miss Sarah. We'll talk to you guys later.
Well, where are we? There we are. Oh, hey, we showed up. Magic. Poof. So yeah, it's a cool. We went up there about a year and a half ago, something like that. It's a Harry Potter inspired store, and she does parties. You can do a thing up there. You can build your own ones. You can go up there. I think if I lived up there, I think it'd be. I would go in there like just because you can go grab a book. There's literally a cupboard under the stairs.
Oh, nice.
So you can go grab a book, grab a butterbeer because she has butterbeer, and go in and sit down and read a book and drink a butterbeer and have some tea cookies or whatever. Yeah, it's the coolest little place. It is very, very cool. I put their website and again in the chat in the comments our description of the show today so people can go and look.
I'm sure if you did that, it'd be a little disturbing, but I'm sure like a little kid or something like that grabbed the book, got the butterbeer, and went under the stairs. That'd be great.
What?
You do it, it'd be a little weird, right?
I think that would be cool.
People would be like, dude, there's this homeless dude underneath there.
Okay, so
here's what's funny. That same day, that morning,
dude.
we went out to breakfast at what was it?
The Village Inn.
Village Inn.
Yeah.
And we ended up getting free breakfast. And he mentions that he went to Steak and Shake a few weeks ago, and someone bought his meal.
A couple months ago. Yeah,
they thought you were homeless.
They did because I was working in here. I was hot. I was sweaty. I think that was probably it was a Tuesday or Thursday because I wasn't on the road and Rob was over at Salem. So I went in. I just wanted to just get a little quick bite. And Steak and Shake's perfect. You can get up for 4 for $4 and blah blah blah. I'm sitting in there and my waiter knows me. Because and all these people know because we all go down there a lot because it's good food, it's really quick, and so I said, hey dude, where's my bill? He goes, oh, some guy paid for it. I'm like, what? They're like, yeah, you're sitting there by yourself. I'm going, oh my god, I look like I'm a mess, right?
Oh wow,
I am just covered head to toe with goo, or from working in here when it flooded, and yeah, I'm like, well, oh my god. So I said, all right, I'll pay it forward one day because that's what you got to do.
I know what you should be every time we go out to eat from now on.
Just look homeless.
A homeless dude.
I want to get run off. Some people go, nope, yeah, he ain't coming in here. Nope.
That's
so.
funny.
But anyway, yeah, it's gonna be gonna be now. So we're gonna go to Sunday night. We're going to well, first of all, I think I've mentioned my brother-in-law's down, right, and he is a massive Harry Potter. Matter of fact, the other night he does puzzles, and then when he takes these puzzles, he shellacks them and wherever it is, and he frames them, and then he sells them or gives them to people. So he had this one, was it 500 piece?
Yeah, it was 500.
500 piece, and he'd been working on it, right? And he'd mentioned me earlier that day. I said, he goes, these things can take me a couple of weeks to do. Because he doesn't sit down and just do them. He does them when he's off work or
He was
before
wondering
work.
if we could finish it before Tuesday.
So he goes, I looked at it and I'm like, I'll have this thing done tonight. And he's just like, no, you won't have this thing done tonight. And me and Dylan looked at each other and we're like, oh yeah, we'll have this done tonight.
So all of us started doing it for
So
a
we
while.
all worked on it till about 10. And from 10 to midnight, me and Dylan knocked it out.
Nice.
Yeah, it's really cool. And and it had everybody. It had Harry, Hermione, Ron, Dumbledore, and Hagrid.
And it had a photo of me in it.
Huh?
The goblin.
The little goblin is in there. It looked just like
I thought he was the leprechaun.
He's a leprechaun.
You gotta get your characters right.
Skagarboo.
He's both goblin
Skagarboo.
and...
So anyway, so we were, me and Dylan, we stayed up until like midnight, a little bit. That's I think about 12:30 is when we finally
That's
got done.
cool.
I let Dylan put the last piece in. He's like, we're done.
You guys frame it
cool.
right then?
No, he's going to take it home. I don't know how he's going to take it home.
I think he
shrink
mentioned
wrap?
that he had a mat where it can specially roll up in a mat and stay put together.
Oh, so yeah. Then so if he does that, then he and then unroll it and then put it back all together.
That's crazy.
But it's kind of cool. He goes. Well, how would you frame this? Because he doesn't. I mean, he's like me. He does great work, but sometimes he doesn't charge enough, which is changing. By the way, I actually have a rate card for you. You're gonna like it. Okay. Yeah, I know because he does graphics and blah blah blah. So, but yeah, I said, oh yeah, what you do is you do a black frame mat, right, and then you fill it full of the epoxy that's clear, and then you shellac that, whatever, lay it on there, and then put another layer on top of it, and then do a little groove all the way around and use the light pipe, not LEDs, but the string,
EL wire.
the EL wire, and then put it in, and then build your frame around that so it all fits nice and tight. Turn that thing on and let it glow, and that thing will literally look like it's floating.
Yeah.
It'll be like, oh, magic.
That's awesome.
And he went, because he's a carpenter, and that's what he does. He's like, oh my God, that's awesome.
Yeah, that's a great idea.
Yeah. But that being said, we are going to go to, actually, we're going to be Halloween Horror Nights this weekend, and we're going to go, and I'm going to do as much filming of him crying like a little girl.
Bless you guys.
Yeah, I'm not going to get scared.
You should show up. You should come over. Tickets are still available.
Yeah, I just got back, so.
Yeah, I know. I talked to Mama on Sunday.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, she was awesome. I met your mom.
It's mother-in-law, yeah.
Mother-in-law.
Yeah.
I'd never met her before.
Oh, cool.
So she was really cool.
Yeah.
She loves it. She liked the beard. But yeah, it's gonna be fun.
Cool.
It looked like we weren't gonna be able to do it at all, but because I just didn't have the time, and then the money and everything and other things fell in place, so I could be able to go, which is kind of cool. It's my one big thing. That's my one big thing a year, is going to Halloween.
Definitely.
I love it.
Fast pass all the way.
Yeah, as long as there's no kids. Creepy kids, no, stay away
Fast
from
pass
me.
all the way.
So with that being said, how much time we got there, Rob? All right, so anyway, we will see everybody next week. Everybody have a wonderful weekend and have a safe Halloween. We'll see you in November.
See you guys.